Hey everyone, it's Ethan or Miist back again for another video today, and welcome back to the channel, guys. Here again for another Moncton Miist episode. Obviously, you can see we aren't in the full screen right now. Well, we are on an Elgato. I got the Game Capture HD 60 S Plus for Christmas early, so we're testing it out here, guys. I'm not 100% sure how everything is going. I tested out the game audio, tested out the voice audio, and everything seems to be okay so far. And we're running on 720p, 30 frames per second. Unfortunately, my computer just cannot handle 1080p at 30 frames per second, so this is what we're working with now. I'm trying to think. I don't know how I'd be able to get a full face cam for you guys, but I might be able to figure it out once I get a cord, because I also got a cam link, which you can see here. So I also got a cam link, which we will, well, I'm missing a cord. I'm not missing a cord from the box, but I need a cord to match it up to my Canon EOS Rebel T7. That is the camera I'm using, which is right here. So that is the camera I use for all videos that aren't franchise, essentially. Yeah, I'm hoping to get the cord tomorrow and try to test things out, so we'll see how it goes. But anyways, let's get into this video, guys. It should be better quality, and it shouldn't be as laggy anymore, because we are obviously streaming, or well, not streaming, but we are recording off the Elgato, where we would always be streaming off of Twitch, so yeah, we'll see how things go. Hopefully you guys do enjoy it, though. So obviously we are here today, we are here today to play the Boston Bruins here in the first round of the playoffs. We'll see how that goes. Obviously a quick recap of our team. We might as well do that first. So Ritu, McKinnon, and Cross all had tremendous years this year. That is our top line, and our second line is Pillman, Foodie, and Donato. Our third line is Farrell, Chekovich, and Powell, and then our fourth line is Bowers, Ratcliffe, and Balsers. And defensively, we've got Smith and Boakfist, Bodine, and DiPietro, and then Lemaire and Anisimov. And then the goaltending is Vic Ranger with Ivan Ulanov to back him up. Now, Vic Ranger, last season in the playoffs was not that great. Well, I say that. I guess he's basically had his best postseason, but he didn't really get to play very many games. It was a small sample size, so hopefully this year will be better. Obviously, that is the goal. Now, like I have mentioned in the previous episodes, our team has continuously gotten worse in the playoffs since we made it for the second time in our franchise history. So let's take a look at Boston here. Wilford with Strome and Pasternak on the top line, a very good top line. Then Mantha, Kovanov, and Tippett, pretty solid second line. Then Mikula, Monahan, and Fisher on the third line, a very good third line. Then Jordan Kyrou has gone to Boston, so well, that'll be interesting. Obviously, you played a very long time with us, so and he's playing with Christian Dvorak and Andreas Athanasiou, who I think also played for us. I know he played for us in the Minnesota series. Okay, no, he did not play for us. Never mind. So, just thinking of the Minnesota series. Defensively, they have Sam Girard with Charlie McAvoy. Then they have Trent Peckham with Maxim Zamnov. That's an interesting name. And Josh Morrissey and Elijah Graham. Pretty good decor. And Wyatt Stewart as the goalie. So, we'll see how we match up against Boston. They're a pretty solid team, and I feel like we're both pretty even. They are 9-1-0 in their last 10, while we are 8-1-1 in our last 10. Obviously, we're coming off a great year, though, once again, and I think it was a President's Trophy again, if I'm not mistaken. No, it was not, actually. Sorry. Oh, right, Buffalo. I think Buffalo and one other team actually ended up passing us. Oh, no, it was just Buffalo, so actually, 3 teams in our division lead the league in Buffalo, then us, then Boston. So, you know, unfortunate here that 2 of the 3 best teams in the league have to play each other in the first round, but that's just the way the playoffs is, I guess. So, let's go, guys. We might as well start simulating. we are playing a very solid Boston Bruins team, and let's see how it goes. So, first period of game number 1, we are up 1-0. Liam Foudy with a power play goal. Great start to the postseason, guys. Let's go. Second period now. We're up 2-1, heading into the third. Pillman and Tippett with the goals. So let's slow sim the third, of course, on a power play early in the period. Unable to score, but it's all right. Well, I just hope we can keep this lead. Boston with a power play of their own, and Aiden Wilford gets the tying goals. That kind of sucks, especially since that was right about halfway through the period, meaning plenty of time for something to happen or for something to go wrong, or so I should say. But we're going to overtime. We are out shooting them. Will that matter here in the long run of things? I'm not sure. Power play for Boston. We're able to kill it off, which is good. Another power play for them. We're able to kill it off. Then a power play of our own. They kill it off. We're about to hit 40 shots, which we do. And Wyatt is doing it very, very good. This has been a goaltending duel so far. 44 saves from, I believe, Wyatt Stewart, and then 33 saves from Vic Ranger. We're going to the second overtime period, and we get the goal. Nicolas Baudin, less than a minute in, on our 47th shot of the night, gets the goal. Ranger with 34 saves, and I mean, can't take it away from Wyatt Stewart there at all. He had a great, great game. So let's continue on. We might as well. So now on to the second game here, guys, of series number 1. Like I said earlier, we have been getting progressively worse and worse every season since the second time around making the playoffs, but so far we're starting hot, so we'll see how it goes. We have a great first period here in game number 2, outshooting them 15-4, and we have the lead, which is very good. Second period now. Okay, it is 2-0, and we're out shooting them 28-10. Poor Wyatt Stewart, man. He's just not getting the help right now, unfortunately, because he is keeping Boston in this game. I mean, I'm sorting it by 1 times, or simming it by 1 time. I meant to sim it by more, but yeah, he's just not getting the help from the Boston Bruins right now. Only 16 shots through the first 50 minutes of the game. Ooh, there's a chance that we hit 40 this game, and I mean, like I said, he's just been so good. Well, Wilford breaks the shutout, and they end up surpassing 20 shots, but still 20 saves from Ranger, and obviously, 41 saves from Stewart, but a tremendous game from Stewart. Really, again, quite a goaltending duel in that game. So far, we're 2 for 2. In the win column, so very happy about that. We're now heading to Boston, though, which could change some things. So let's see how things go here. First period of game number 3, and we're up 1-0. Asher Farrell with the goal. We're actually getting outshot, so interesting. Second period now, and it is 5-0. Their backup goalie is now in. Pillman with 2, Ratcliffe with a goal, and Donato with a goal as well. And I think this game is over. I mean, Wilford gets on the board. I think that's his 3rd goal of the series, so he's actually helping Boston. But it is now 6-1. We took the 5-goal lead back. Unfortunately, no shutouts for Vic Ranger so far in this postseason, where, I mean, it's fine. It doesn't really matter that much. We are up 6-1, of course, and 29 saves from Ranger there. Very good. Pillman and Foudy. Our second line has been doing very well so far. Obviously, goals from Foudy, Pillman, and Donato in the last 2 games, which is very good. And obviously, we'll check to see what it looks like, or what they look like at the end of this series, but we aren't there yet. So let's continue on. First period of game number 4. It is 2-0 for us. Terrell Powell and Isaac Ratcliffe with the goals. There's our bottom 6 helping out. We're out shooting them as well. Second period, Ritu and Foudy get the goals, and I think this series is over in pretty handily fashion. This was a pretty fast series. Terrence Cross gets a goal, DiPietro gets a goal, and let's see if we can get Vic Ranger a shutout. Judging on how the series has gone so far, we won't, but We do have a 6-0 lead, which I'm not too worried about losing this game. And there we go, a shutout for Vic Ranger to end off the series, and a very hot 4-0 over a great Boston Bruins team. That is a great showing. And it looks, no, I was going to say it looks like we might be the only team that sweeps, but no, the Capitals swept the Devils. So a very solid start to the playoff, guys. Our AHL team is going to the postseason as well. We might as well start that out. I didn't realize actually we are already in the second round. I did not realize, but that's fine. We are in the second round. Wait, are we in the second round? Yeah, okay, yeah, sorry, we are. And let's see, what is the record? I think we're down 2-1 in the series right now, but obviously back in the NHL now, we are going to be facing the President's Trophy winners, so we are not having an easy playoff run by any means so far, facing the third best team in the league, now facing the best team in the league, so let's see how that goes. Quickly though, let's take a look at our stats. Obviously, Foodie leading the way with 9 points in 4 games, Pillman with 7 and 4, Powell and Baudin with our point per game players as well, then Farrell, Donato, Smith, Belsers, McKinnon, Boqvist all with 3, Ratcliffe with 2, as well as Cross, and then Ritu, DiPietro, and Chekovich have 1, and then Anisimov, Bowers, and Lemaire yet to get a point, but it was only 4 games, so not really, holy shit, not really that big of a sample size. And in 4 games, Vic Ranger only let up 4 goals. He has a .966 save percentage and a 0.92 GAA. I bet you that boosts his playoff stats quite a lot. I mean, if he's playing like this season, then holy shit, we could be in the run for something spectacular here. And I forgot to do this at the start of the episode, but we do have some players expiring this season that I do want to look at signing, because there are some big ones such as Terrence Cross, who does not want an extension, but obviously I'm going to be signing him. And I mean, not that I want to give him $15 million, but that's just gonna have to happen. I'm gonna see if I can cut it down to $15 million on the dot. I don't know if he'll accept that or not, but we'll see if he does. And I mean, Maxwell Ritu wants a lot of money as well. Holy man, that's a lot of money, and that's gonna be a lot of money going into 2 players. But I mean, is it worth it? I for those 2 players, I think so. So I mean, that's all I really wanted to look at as well. I was gonna say I think our decor is fine, but as well Vic Ranger, because he's obviously a priority on this team. I'm very tempted to give him a 3-year deal. I don't think $9 million is that bad, but we honestly need the cap, so I'm just gonna do 2 years, and I should be able to cut this down to like 7.5, hopefully. But I don't even know if I have cap, because actually, if I sign all 3 of them, I won't have cap. I actually don't have the cap to. I did not mean to do that at all. I advanced today not thinking what I was doing, so there is our first loss of the playoffs. We lose the first game of the series to Buffalo. I just was thinking we were in the regular season for some reason. Vic Ranger accepted that contract. Ritu accepted. Yeah, and Terrence Cross didn't. Yeah, that's what I expected. I knew I didn't have the cap space to sign all 3 of them, which, yeah, okay, so that is the absolute max deal I can give Terrence Cross, which is not good at all. I'll have to get rid of some cap space, and I don't know who it's going to be, but obviously that is something we can look at later down the road here, guys. Okay, so sorry about that. I did not mean to sim the first game of the series, and I mean, really, I should have been targeting Cross. Cross should have been our priority, because obviously I want Cross coming back to this team. So, like I said, we lost the first game of the series. That was my fault. I'm sorry about that, guys. But let's actually get on with this series now in Buffalo. Game number 2. Let's see what happens. We're down 1-0. I should go check out their team as well, since I did not. But a relatively even first period. Second period now, we're down 2-0. Casey Middlestat with the goal. Let's slow sim the third period here. We have a power play chance, but No goals on the power play, so another one. Can we score on this one? We can. Maxwell Ritu. Ken Alberts is the starting goalie. This is great, isn't it? Antoine Morand with a goal to give Buffalo the 2-goal lead once again, and that will give them a 2-0 series lead as well. So we have 36 shots, but Ken Alberts is the better goalie so far in this series. So quickly, let's go take a look at what Buffalo looks like. Yeah, they seem to be a pretty good team. So Casey Middlestad, Jack Eichel, and Victor Arvidsson makes up their top line. Cody Glass, Gail Potty, and Rodrigo Swift makes their second line. Then Mangiapane, Denisov, and Gurionov make their third line. Then Moran, Shaw, and Tom Hernandez makes the fourth line. Then Talon and Barch on the top pair. That's still unreal. I believe we lost to Buffalo last year, if I'm not mistaken. Then Chisholm and Fehervari, and then Pearson and Bjornfot. So, yeah, obviously Ken Alberts is the goalie, and Philip Gustafson is there as well. So, yeah, a pretty solid team from Buffalo. Obviously, once again, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a sick team. So, let us see. You know what, guys? I'm just gonna offer what I can to Terrence Cross to see if he'll accept it. I know obviously we don't have the cap, but his cap does not get any lower at any asking price, so I might as well offer it to him and we'll see if he accepts it. I highly doubt that he will, but it's worth a shot. So, alright guys, we're down 2-0 in the series, which is not good at all. Can we get back into the series now in Moncton though? First period of game number 3, we're up 4-1. So Ritu, McKinnon, Boda, and Boakfist with goals for us, and then Potty with a goal for them. We're up shooting them 14-7. Thank you guys for scoring on Ken Alberts. Very, very appreciated. Second period now, and we're up 5-2. Mangiapane and Pillman with the goals. And then the third period, we are still out shooting them 24-18. Middlestack gets a goal early to make this game a hell of a lot closer, and a little bit too close for my liking. Would have been nice to score on the power play opportunity we had there, but I mean, look at the shot totals right now. 39-22. Balcers with a goal of his own, I believe to be his first postseason goal, and we had 42 shots there. So overall, a pretty solid game. Our top line did very well in that game. But yeah, okay, not bad. Let's continue simming. What a steal! Oh my God, yo, you can sign someone for almost $2 million less than what they're asking for. Wow. Oh my God, if I did not know that, if I had known that, Ritu would only be making like $11 million. Wow, that's huge. Okay, that is huge. Almost $2 million less than what he asked for, and he didn't want an extension. That is crazy, man. Holy. I was not expecting that at all. Oh my God, that totally caught me off guard. Wow, that is incredible. That is fucking awesome. That is sick to know because I did not know that at all. So that is great. All right. Now that that's over with and we have our 3 big pieces to the next season signed, let's continue on simming here. So, game number 4, we're down 2-0 to start off the game, or to start off the game, I guess. So, let's go. Second period now. Can we get back into it? We can. Boakfist and Foodie with the goals, and it is a 2-2 game heading into the third period. We are out shooting them, but we are still getting outscored. Can we get another tying goal here? And Denisov with goal. Ty Smith, though, makes it a 1-goal game, and there's still plenty of time left to go in this period. Come on, a power play opportunity, please. Let's get a goal here. Come on, only 5 minutes to go. Look at the shot total. Oh, man. And unfortunately, Rasmus Dahlin with an empty netter to close out this game. We had 39 shots that game. Unfortunate, man. Denisov, Foodie, and Gurionov are your 3 stars, but we are in a very tough position now. Down 3-1 in this series. The Arizona Coyotes have swept the Vancouver Canucks to go on to the Western Conference Finals, and 2-3-1 series in the East and a 2-2 series in the West. So now we have quite the hill to climb. Down 3-1 in this series. We're heading back to Buffalo, which is not good. We are 0-2 in Buffalo so far in the postseason. Can we redeem ourselves here in game number 5? First period. Okay, we're up 3-2. Chekovich, Glass, McKinnon, Eichel, and Balcers with the goals. Shots are even at 12 apiece. A very interesting period. Second period now, we're up 5-2. That is great. Chekovich and Powell with the goals. Chekovich with his second goal of the game. We are getting outshot by quite a decent amount from them, but Vic Ranger is keeping us in this game. I say that, and Antoine Morin scores pretty early in the period, but McKinnon not too long after that gets us the 3-goal lead back, and Ryan Donato on the power play makes it a 7-3 game. This has been a goal-scoring series. Ryan Donato gets his second of the game to make it 8-3, and holy, 38 shots from Buffalo. A pretty solid game out of Vic Ranger with 36 saves. Cannot complain about that. Boqvist with 5 assists. Jesus, Chekovich and Donato each with 2 goals as well, but 5 assists from Adam Boqvist. That is crazy. Alright guys, it looks like we could be back in this series, and all the series left currently to play are 3-2. So let's go, guys. We have 2 more games to get through the Buffalo Sabres. Game number 6 now, back in Moncton. Can we do it? First period, we're up 1-0. Ty Smith with a huge power play goal. We're getting outshot again, but we're able to outscore them so far. Let's go. Second period now, and oof. That definitely hurts. We're getting outshot 32-14. Guys, come on. You got to help Vic Ranger out here. Please. Swift, Tom Hernandez, and Denisov with the goals. And, I mean, Tom Hernandez was a player we looked at acquiring a few years ago. Unfortunately, we never could, but let's go. We've got 1 period, guys. Can we get back into this game? Can we force a Game 7? We kill off a power play from Buffalo, and Pillman with a gigantic goal. And Pillman is putting the team on his back. Okay, 3-3, and we have a game. Okay, 4:20 to go. Let's slow the sim down a little bit. They have double the amount of shots that we've taken so far this game, but Petri Pillman has decided, nah. Today's not the day. Come on. Please, Moncton. Please. Come on, 2 minutes to go in regulation. No shots for a while here. That is very scary. 40 seconds to go in this period, and it looks like we are going to overtime. Holy Petri Pillman. He knows how to score on his former teammate. Alright, I'm going to speed it up to 4 times sim for the overtime period. Can we force a Game 7? We've just surpassed 20 shots. Power play for Moncton, please. Come on. No, unfortunately, no goal on the power play. 40 shots for Buffalo now. And Vic Ranger, you are doing the absolute best. Power play for Moncton again, unable to capitalize. And Antoine Morin, honestly, a Moncton killer in this series. He just scored so many goals. Gets the series-ending goal to force Buffalo into the Eastern Conference Finals for the 2nd season in a row, beating us in the 2nd round for the 2nd season in a row. Damn. 2 Game 7s as well, and 1 in the West and 1 in the East. That sucks, guys. Unfortunately, another loss in the 2nd round, but damn. Wow. Adam Boqvist, man. 10 assists, and 5 of them came in 1 game. But, I mean, wow, I don't know what it was. I really do just think the only reason why we lost to that team was because Buffalo was the better team. I mean, Vic Ranger played great. A 9.20 and a 2.49, that is really good. And 6-3-1 is not bad at all. That is a very, very good postseason performance. and yeah, that's a big boost to his postseason stats. Again, only played 10 games this season, but yeah, hopefully next year we can look at maybe making it further. But yeah, I mean, I really can't complain. But I just think, unfortunately, we had too heavy of a load. We had to face the third best team in the league, then had to face the best team in the league. So Liam Foudy led our team in points this postseason with 16 in 10 games. Pillman with 14 and 10. He had 7 goals. And then 12 from McKinnon and Boakfist, 10 from Donato, and those were our point per game players. Baudin with 8. Terrence Cross only with 7 isn't that great. Ritu as well with only 5 isn't that great. Powell with 6. Smith and Balcers also joined Ritu with 5 points. Farrell with 4. Chekovich and Ratcliffe with 3. Bowers with 2. 1 from DiPietro and none from Lemaire and Anisimov, and they struggled this postseason. That bottom pairing really struggled. Just curious to see Isaac Ratcliffe. Obviously, he's just been a great playoff performer for us over the past couple seasons. I'm just curious to see what his stats look like. I mean, 35 points in 89 playoff games is very good, really. Like, I mean, yeah, obviously he didn't have as good of a season this year compared to last, but he still had 2 goals that really helped us out. So unfortunately, that actually will be the end of the season, guys. We're almost half an hour in, but we might as well sim to the draft because our AHL team is out of the playoffs as well. We lost in the second round as well down there. So let's see what happens here. Who ends the season out on top? I'm guessing it's gonna be Nashville or, well, I was gonna say Nashville or Buffalo, but it was Dallas actually. So Dallas and Springfield with our Your Cup champions this season. The cap is at 104. Tampa moves from 6 to 1. Very lucky. Ottawa moves from 3 to 5. Vegas from 1 to 4. That's depressing to be those fans. Unfortunately, feel bad for those guys. Oh, that hurts my feelings. Nikita Kucherov has retired at 38 years old. Monahan, Landeskog, Stone, Mark Stone, yeah, Gaudreau, Kadri, Strome, well, interesting. Carlson, Ekman Larson, Galchenyuk, Krug, Nelson. Krug had a great career for an undrafted player. Then goalies, let's see who retired. Andrei Vasilevsky, 500 wins, very, very good. Hellebuck and Gibson and Saros really as well. All very good goalies. And yeah, some pretty big names going down this season, guys. So let's see where we're at come draft time. The following players are now coaches. Sean Monahan is now a coach. Good for you, buddy. Draft interviews. I'm just going to continue simming. I'm not too worried about the draft interviews, just from where we will be picking. But let's quickly take a look at the awards to see what the awards look like this season. So obviously, Dallas with the Stanley Cup and Buffalo with the President's Trophy. Took it away from us, obviously. Dallas was facing the Washington Capitals this season. So Nashville could have gone for a back-to-back cup run, or cup final appearance, I should say, not a cup run. But yeah, Washington versus Dallas, that'd be a very interesting cup final. Brad Lambert with the Art Ross this season, as well with the Hart. Quinn Hughes with, I'm guessing, his first Norris. Lambert also took home the Lady Byng, and Swift with the Calder. He seemed to be pretty good against us. Tyson Waite, I believe it is, with the Conn Smythe. Yep. Oh, wait, wow, yeah, Swift was a... Oh, yeah, I was thinking Swift won the Conn Smythe, but yeah, Swift won the Calder. He was very good against us. He was like an 85, so he's good. But yeah, Tyson Waite with the Conn Smythe, obviously. Vezina to Samsonov and Hall with the Jennings win this season. Hale with the Bill Masterton. The Minnesota Wild coach wins the Jack Adams. Conley with the Selke. Lambert with the 10 Lindsay. And Mahalik with the Maurice Richard. What about the AHL? Svitov, Clay. I'm just checking to see if anyone from our team won a trophy. Unfortunately, no. What about any team trophies? also no. So yeah, it looks like it's been a while since any of our players have won some trophies down in the AHL. But that will be the end of this episode, guys. The next one will be very intriguing considering we have literally $670,000 in cap space. I was thinking it was going to be less, but yeah, I mean, yeah. Obviously, McKinnon comes off the books next season as well as Bodan Pillman. And Pillman's down to an 85 for some reason, where Bodan's up to an 85. Boqvist is down to an 86 as well. Interesting. But yeah, I mean, it'll be very interesting to see what this team looks like. Ritu up to a 90. That's nice. Kind of wish I could have, or I had known about the severe lack of contract I could have taken away from them, but or taken away from him, because he'd probably be making like, I don't know, 12 million instead, which would be much more helpful considering we'd actually have a decent amount of cap. Well, not a decent amount, but a little bit at least. Where, yeah, I mean, looking at players here that I could move to get rid of some cap is like Isaac Ratcliffe, but I can't really say I want to do that. Thankfully, Ryan Donato's contract comes off the books this year, and he has dropped a lot. Wow. I mean, he had a pretty solid season, but he has dropped heavy and hard. 55 points this past season. I mean, he had a pretty good postseason with us, but he has dropped from an 83 to a 79 from the draft to now. So overall, I mean, Donato with 83 points in 94 playoff games, that's a pretty good career. And I mean, obviously, I would love to bring him back, but he will obviously only be able to play in the AHL. He's not going to be playing in the NHL because he won't even be like capable of playing in the NHL at this point. So we still have a lot of players that we're going to have to sign this year, which I don't think is going to happen. The next one will be very interesting, guys. So thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy. Let me know how the Elgato looks. Please, I'm very curious to know. Like I said, I've done a couple of test runs, and it looks pretty good so far. But that will be it from me in this one, guys. Hopefully you all did enjoy. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.